the thing that has opened the door for the Lakers to at least play the card of, hey, maybe this offer isn't there in July, is what Kyrie Irving has said in the last week in Boston, indicating that he's not certain anymore, that there's now questions about whether he's going to re-sign. Because the Lakers then can say, hey, look, if Boston thinks Kyrie is out, are they really going to offer Jason Tatum? Are they really going to offer the mother load, knowing that maybe Kyrie isn't going to be there? Because Kyrie is the carrot. Kyrie is the guy guys want to play with. Kyrie is the thing that makes Anthony Davis a cinch to stay instead of going elsewhere. That has thrown the tentacles of this are everywhere. But that's the Boston. Now Boston seems confident. They always seem confident. But that's cracked open the door a little bit for the Lakers to at least make a little bit of a desperate play.
Right. And Boston can't do the trade now because, under the collective bargaining agreement, they can't have Kyrie Irving and Anthony Davis on the roster at the same time until after July 1. And you're right, when Kyrie seemed like he might be unfastened from that commitment he made earlier in the year to Boston, I think with the sense in Boston that getting Anthony Davis in a trade may be what is necessary to keep Kyrie Irving, that Boston has to start looking at this trade this way. We aren't just trading for Anthony Davis. We aren't just putting a package of players and assets together to get AD. We're doing it to get AD and Kyrie Irving. And that's how they have to look at it. And I think you look then at Jason Tatum. Listen, nobody in Boston wants to imagine having Jason Tatum but no AD and no Kyrie Irving. You would take the two, obviously. And the fact that they gave up so little, really, for Kyrie Irving, I think they have to look at this as one big trade.
Well, and fans in Boston don't want to imagine that they will have to include Jason Tatum in a deal for Anthony Davis, but that may be the reality. That is the trump card. That is the trade piece that no other team that's in the bidding now. Right. There may be other teams that get in the bidding later. That's the piece that he's a better prospect right now than anyone on the Lakers. That's what the Pelicans would wait for. The Celtics can't explicitly promise it now. Right. They can certainly imply it. But that's the offer that they would wait for if they do. But, the bird in the hand is powerful in a league that changes every 5 seconds. That's powerful.
And there's a lot of elements that Dell Demps wants in a deal in New Orleans, their general manager. One of them is one player in all of this that has a chance to be an all-NBA player. And as you know, there's a difference between an all-NBA player and an all-star player. And maybe Lonzo Ball could be an all-star. Maybe Brandon Ingram. Maybe someday they could make an all-star team or two. But Jason Tatum has all NBA potential, and he is, I think, in this whole process, if New Orleans thinks they can get at Tatum, it's more of a reason for them to wait and not do this deal by tomorrow.
Well, and the kind of player you just described that's a tier below was the centerpiece of a monster trade last night, Tobias Harris being traded from the Clippers to the Sixers in a deal that really kind of stunned the league, I thought.